speaking of philanthropy, speaking of charity, speaking of money, Milana Vaintrub. You've probably never heard that name. She's the girl from the ATT commercials. I'm sure if you saw one of the cell phone commercials, you would recognize her. She's an actress. She's most famous for selling cell phones. She has just started a philanthropic site. I shouldn't say, is maybe overstating it. A philanthropic naughty pictures website. It's called Only Philanthropy. Not only fan, only philanthropy. Okay. Why did she do this? She says, I did another flirty photo shoot, and I want to do something good with it again. In March, you helped me fundraise for a single mom who lost everything in the LA fire, and I think we should do it again. This time, I'm hoping to fulfill over 30 GoFundMes for disabled families affected by the same fire. With your help. Turns out this little only philanthropy experiment actually worked. So, shall we do it again? This is how it works. You give, I give a few flirty pics. Wink, wink. We help people who really need it. Let's trade some playful, exclusive content for real-world impact. Link in bio. So notice a couple things here that raise your eyebrows. She says she wants to be a philanthropist. Great. Philanthropy is wonderful. Actually, all of you, or many of you, were very kind in donating toward a medical cause, a rare genetic condition that affects a lot of people, a lot of kids, including, it came to my attention because it affected my friend's kid who was just diagnosed with it. And many, many of you gave a ton of money. If you haven't yet, by the way, it's justgiving.com/page/cure4George. But anyway, that's philanthropy, where you give to help someone and you don't expect anything in return. Here, she says, here's how it works. You give and I give. So that's not really philanthropy. That's just a transaction. She's just selling you racy pictures of herself. She's selling you her own debasement. But then the first line here, this also should raise your eyebrows. She says, I did another flirty photo shoot, and I want to do something good with it again. Notice the order here. She isn't saying, I want to do something good, and therefore I did a flirty photo shoot that I'm sending to you if in exchange for money. She says, I took the quasi pictures, and now I want to do something good with it. Notice that the disordered behavior happens first, and then she justifies it by pretending it's charity. Here she is. Here's this woman, Milana Vaintrub, describing her philosophy of only philanthropy.
Because of you and your help and your contribution and your belief that we could do something silly to heal the world. That we could have this playful exchange, that I could give you something fun and exclusive, and you could contribute some money to help some people.
So you see the way it works in her mind. The way it works in her mind is, I'm doing a good thing. I'm doing a good thing because the money in the end is going toward needy people. And therefore, you don't need to pay any attention to the fact that there are all these kind of morally dubious things we do in the middle. Because all's well that ends well. Because good ends justify immoral means. So she's not running a site or a racy pictures site. No. She's not selling her body for money. No. She's a philanthropist. But it's going to involve a little. And even just think about I don't want to go too deep into this, but imagine the process here. Who's giving the money? It's men. It's not women, presumably. The men want these racy pictures of this girl. So they're giving money so that she can degrade herself taking these pictures. And then what are the men going to do with those pictures? Are they just going to look at them once and then delete them and that's it and move on with their day and have a cappuccino? I don't know. I think it's going to cause disordered thoughts in their mind. Maybe it's going to cause disordered actions. And it's just the whole thing is kind of gross. This girl has now debased herself from a ATT pitch man to a star. It's all gross. But it's for a good cause, right? So isn't it worth it? This is every deal with the devil. This is every single deal with the devil. The deal with the devil is you're going to do a bad thing, but it's going to turn out to have a good outcome. You're going to compromise yourself. You're going to do something immoral, but it'll probably work out. And the thing about the deal with the devil is it doesn't work out. All sorts of immoral, bad stuff along the way, and you usually don't even get the thing you hoped for in the end. I think that's what's going on here. This is the apotheosis of the modern utilitarian consequentialist idea that says the end justifies the means. We're now going to have charity sites. Is that good? You want your daughter doing porn charity? Do you think that's good? When you're teaching her about spiritual and corporal works of mercy, when you're teaching her to give alms to the poor, are you going to say, and that's why you should do, because as long as you get some sweet lucre, some of that filthy money, then any action is justified. I don't think so. We got to get rid of OnlyFans, but we should get rid of only philanthropy too. You want to give money to the poor? Give money to the poor. What's the matter with you? What is the matter with you? That was a great clip. Now stop, ring the bell, subscribe. We'll see you next time.